Yes, mi dayo. Mo dúpẹ́. Hallelujah. Ìjọba tẹ̀sọ̀rọ̀ mi dayo. Mo ṣọpẹ́. Hallelujah. The people's court. The people's court. It's a new one. It's a new court. And the content creator. I say content creator is DJ Ali. The people's court. The people's court is here. The people's court. The people's court is here. Hey, this is me singing. Genova. When it's not your team, it's not your team. When it's not your team, it's definitely not your team. Don't force it. But the people's court, that is definitely my team.
The moment a rat was caught.
Shut up. The people's court. The people's court. When it's not your team, then it's not your team. The people's court. The people's court. When it's not your team, it's not your team. The people's court. Oh God, the people's court. When it's not your team, it's not your team. The people's court. The people's court. You have a voice. Use it sensibly. Yes, you do have a voice. No one can take your voice away from you. Use your voice sensibly. The people's court. Yes, the people's court. This is the people's court. Voice your opinion. Your comment is needed. The people's court. The people's court. When it's not your team, yeah, it's not your team. You have a voice, but use your voice sensibly. It makes sense now. The people's court. Leave comment. People can learn from you. There's a saying in Yoruba. Ọgbọ́n ọlọ́gbọ́n kò kí ń jẹ́ kí a pe àgbàlagbà ní wèrè. We learn from each other. Old, young, everybody. We all have a say in the words matter. The people's court is for you. The people's court. The people's court. When it's not for you, it's not for you. But it is for you. Make it your view. or make your view. Do you know I'm trying to compose for this program? I'm trying to compose for this program. That's why you hear me like this. I want to be the composer for the program. I don't want no music from nobody. I want you to hear my voice. Some people, my voice is tired them, but here was, you know, get choice. I'm telling you. Actually, you have a choice. Your choice is to listen to me or don't listen to me. You get what I mean? But it'd be good for you to listen to me because you will learn. You must learn on the people's code. Because it's government of the people, by the people, for the people. That one will make sense to you. Hmm? We are the government. Do you know when there's election, they use us to decide who is going to rule our countries. And I must say, decide wisely. Your attention is needed here. This is where you decide wisely. The people's court. Decide wisely. Everyone is going saying, trust me, no matter who you have a say in the people's court. Now, getting ready for the real business. You see, when you go to court, they tell you, order, stand up, the Lord, blah, 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 is about to sit. Everyone in the court, they sit down. The judge, he or she, comes in, sit down, and wear his glasses. You know, say, wala, 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 wala. Who they call me, oh, DJ Ali, how you doing? Good afternoon. Nice one. Somebody's happy me. See, somebody's happy me. Somebody they call my name, oh, DJ Ali, Sugar Love More. I rate you. Trust me. My star promoter. Oh God, you get mouth. Your head is there. The people's court, well done, sir and ma. Yes, this program is been on my mind for a very, very long time. But for one thing or the other, well, let me not lie, because me, I don't lie to my listeners. As a radio presenter, properly trained, I get degree in mass communication, no underrate me. So, like I'm saying, you might hear tabo say it doesn't really matter. You understand? Understanding is needed. I go speak broken, speak English, speak anything that is speakable, so that everybody from all parts of the world can understand. I have Caucasians who listen to my show. I have Nigerians, I have Jamaicans, I have people all over the world who listen to my brother, your head is there. Your head is there. Thank you. Good morning. How are you? I say good morning, good afternoon. It's afternoon. Where's my wristwatch? I beg forgive me, my wristwatch not there from my hand, but I go to talk. I know it's after 1 o'clock in United Kingdom. I don't know what time is this in your country. Actually, I can check on my computer. Yeah, I'm looking for the time. Yeah, sorry. It's even 10 minutes past 2, according to my computer. I don't know if it's updated or not, but anyway, make gonna take them like that. Okay. On a serious note, this is why we're here. I don't want to take it too long. I don't want to talk too much. I will need your advice. Leave your comment after the program. You understand? Everyone must learn from you. Must learn from you. Leave a reasonable comment. You understand? We have to be reasonable. That's what I'm all about. You understand? I like reasonable people. I move around with reasonable people. You have to be reasonable in this world. You understand? To be my friend, who I'm not talking about any other person. You understand? I remember when I used to be on the radio, I used to take my kids with me just to learn them on how to broadcast as radio presenter. Unfortunately, their line is not that like that now as adults. You understand? In UK, if you have children, they have the right to do or choose whatever they want to do. You can point them in the right direction, but it's up to them. It's not by force that you must make them do what you want to do. They have to do what comes out from their mind. For example, even me too. In Nigeria, when I was getting ready as a teenager to come to England here, I wanted to come here and study piloting. I would love to be a pilot. My parents didn't tell me what I should do, to be quite honest. We never discussed. My dad was a graduate. When I say graduate, graduate in those days. Yeah, he was trained by the Oyibo people in missionary school. He went to missionary school, I think, for 3 years. And when he graduated, he became a Reverend Father. So, obviously, I didn't follow his path. But obviously, his path is still with me because I learned a lot of things from him. Now, let's go straight to the business. We are not here to talk about me. If you have a view, if you have anything that is bothering your mind, bring it to me. Yeah, bring it to me. Leave a comment, leave your number. I'll call you and we'll talk about it. I will not disclose your number. If you need advice, yes, a lot of people will advise you. You understand? It's better you pour out your mind to people. You understand? So that people can understand you. You understand? And then people can give you advice. I'm not saying all advice is 100% okay. Some people will talk rubbish, some people will talk the truth to people. So you have to think, you have to pick which one you think is good for you, according to your heart. Listen to yourself. So this is what we are here for. The first advice, good afternoon. Is this Prince Shola? Yeah, Prince Shola 30. Pleased to meet you. I'm a priest too. You understand? You might not understand, but I'm a prince too. I know I don't tell people that I'm a prince, but I'm from a royal family in Ekiti State. The people who know. You understand? If you don't know, you don't know. But I'm telling you. So, good morning. Good afternoon. Why do I keep saying good morning when it's 30 minutes past 2 o'clock? Okay. The discussion today. Sorry. Let me take an excuse first. I'm still going through long COVID symptoms, so there are things that I do that real people. Nice one, Prishola, nice one. Now you know. Oh my God. Now you know. That oh, you know that song. I don't feel sing that song, but now I think it was Flavor that sang it. Very good with something like that. Now you know. Do. I think I have it in my library. If I have the opportunity, I'll play it. Yeah, praise you. Kabiesi. I hear you. Tell me something. Somebody told me once, yeah, because they gave me a chieftaincy. Yeah. I accepted it. Not wholeheartedly. I just accepted it because I don't want to disappoint anybody. Then other people told me that if you are a prince, you are not allowed to accept a chieftaincy because chieftaincy is lower than a prince. Yes or no? I grew up in UK, oh Baba. I don't know book. Yes or no? If you are a prince, are you allowed to accept a chieftaincy? I will put that. Make comment. Yes or no? Yes or maybe so. No, maybe so. Yes, maybe so. Just leave that comment. It's not the topic. Okay, the topic I brought to you today. Everyone that brings me talk, everyone that brings me topic. I'm not going to mention your name just for that sake. Thank you. You are a real prince. I know that. Thank you. Prince Shola, thank you very much for that. Yeah. So the topic I brought to you today is a topic about a man. I'm going to nickname him Mr. A, because I'm not going to mention people's name on this program. This man told me that, okay, just give me 1 second. I need to blow my nose. It's getting worse by the minute. So I'll be right back. Just keep thinking, what do you think the story is all about? The story is about Mr. A, who permanently live. As a matter of fact, he's a British citizen, but from Mali. Mali is another African country. I don't know if is Mali in the western country. I should Google it. Mali is in the west or east or south. I know it's not in south of Africa, but it's Mali, and then Mali is near Nigeria as well. I'll be right back. I'm coming. Yeah. Oh, I should have played the music. Okay, welcome back. Have you missed me? I'm back. Oh. This is what I will do next time if I want to leave the screen to do some emergency. What I will do is I think I will play music. I'm trying to avoid copyright. That's why I don't play music, but anytime I leave here, it's just going to be for 1 minute. So when I come back, just to keep everybody's company. It'd be nice if I do so. I think so. But I'm trying to avoid copyright law. But anyways, where we do. Today is about a man called Mr. A. He's from Mali. Mr. A, I don't know if I should say he was a successful person. Anybody doing Uber, are they successful? I'm sorry, not Uber, taxi, black taxi, driving black taxi. I know they have money. They have the tendency to buy a house. They have the tendency to be a middle class in the UK. Yes. Even though it's a professional job according to what I've had. If you're a taxi driver, I used to be a bus driver. They still classify bus drivers as professional jobs. Bus drivers as professional jobs. So now, so anyway, this man is still he was a taxi driver. After the incident that he talked to me about, he became an Uber driver. He's currently an Uber driver. So this is how his story goes. He's been living in the UK for a long time. I'm not going to mention how many years. Then he gathered money together, all his money, he took it to Mali in Africa to establish a car wash showroom, car wash, business, car wash business. So, according to him, his car wash business was number one in the whole Mali, number one, because according to him, he invested technology. You understand? He invested, he just wanted to be unique, to be different from all car wash in Mali. So he invested a lot of money into it, excuse me. Yeah, he invested a lot of money. I don't know, he didn't say how much, but a lot of money. Let's think about how much you can put into a business, a car wash business, that will become number one in the whole country, car wash business. He said he contracted the car wash business with companies in Mali to the extent that a company can bring, if a company bring 10 cars, he will charge them for 9 cars, give them a discount of 1, you know. You understand, Master? If they bring 10 cars, he will charge them for 9 cars, give them 1 for free. If they bring 5 cars, he will charge them for 4, give them 1 for free. So he was very successful. So he was getting businesses from different companies and individual car owners. The individual car owners will bring their car for wash, top of the range. Everything is there. You understand? So his business was growing, was growing far, Otilo far. You understand? Then he realized after a certain time, he could not travel to Mali. But he has a way of checking sales. He put his brother there. Initially, this is what I missed. Initially, he put his elder brother there as the director of that company, and his younger brother there as just the manager or general manager of the company. So they were running the business for him while he's facing his black taxi driving. He's making money on it, black taxi driving, obviously. So, but initially he was making money from the business back in Mali. Then he got to a point that, according to him, he noticed that the business slowed down. Maybe they were giving him, for example, it's an example, they were giving him £1,000 income a week. Then the money reduced to probably £100 a week. Am I making sense? Yeah. So the income was reducing. Then when the income started reducing, he was thinking of going back to Mali to check on the business, like probably do something else to promote the business, because he doesn't see the reason why his business was going down. So, but he was struggling to go. Anytime he phones his elder brother and younger brother at home, or his family back home, that, okay, I'm coming in 3 weeks. He said, according to him, something will happen. He won't be able to come. He won't be able to go, sorry. He won't be able to go. Something will just happen. He doesn't know why these things start happening. Then anyway, then he will miss that. Then next time he will promise them, okay, I'm coming so time. He won't be able to come. All this have been going on for like 10 years. He couldn't go back to Mali to check on his business, and he wasn't receiving income from the business. Yeah, he was receiving like probably penny or 2 pence, blah blah blah, something like that. It wasn't a lot, it was reducing, but the money was going down. They were giving him whatever he gets, basically. So then, after 10 years, that he's been unable to go back home to Mali. Remember, this is Mali, this is not Nigeria, and this is not South Africa, this is not Zimbabwe, this is not Kenya, this is not any other African country. This particular topic is about a man from Mali. You might like to call him a Malian. Okay, so you didn't hear that from me, a Malian. Okay, anyway, so then after 10 years, he was able to go to Mali to check on his business. Then I asked him, I said, okay, according to you, you said for 10 years you've been trying to go to Mali to check on your business, but you couldn't. You said things started happening. And according to him, he said, he says that they were doing the voodoo to keep him in the UK. Yeah, voodoo to keep him in the UK. That's why he couldn't go back to Mali. Then I said, okay, after 10 years, you went back to Mali. Then I asked him, so is that not contradicting? If you say they are doing voodoo that didn't make you go back to Mali for 10 years, but now it's 10 years you went back. Then he said to me, my brother, do you know that sometimes voodoo do expire? That one shocked me. I said, wait a minute, so where we dey now? I don't travel here, finish, I don't finish. Which one be that? Okay. He said, voodoo does expire. He said, when people do voodoo to you, they do it continuously. That's when it's effective. But if you do it once, it might take a long time for it to expire, but it will expire. According to Yoruba, they will say, Tobaya Oju Awale. You understand? So your eyes go clear. So this time when he went to sorry, I keep saying Nigeria, I don't know why. Hi, Jacqueline, good afternoon. So anyway, so this man, then he also said further, he said, this time when he went to Mali, he did not tell anybody. He did not tell any of his families, his friends, anybody. He did not tell anybody. He just decided, because he noticed that something was happening to him. That's why he couldn't go to Mali to look after his business for 10 years. So, but this time, he did not tell anybody. He said that's why he was able to go without any hindrance. So, anyway, when he got to Mali, he went to live in a hotel. He hired it, actually. He hired an hotel. He stayed there, and he hired bodyguard security to be around him. So the second day, he went to his business in Mali. As soon as he got there, he knew that a lot of things changed. His business has changed anyway. But as soon as he entered the compound or the business premises, he was challenged by people that, hello, how can we help you? What are you doing here? He said, I've come to look at my business. This is my business. Then they challenged him now. I'm sorry, this is not your business. We will go and call the owner of the business. So they went in and called the owner. Obviously, the owner of business could see him in the premises. So he came out sharp. So came to challenge him. Hello, sir, how can I help you? Do you come to do business with us? Then he said, no, this is my business. I own this business. Then the owner said, I'm sorry, I bought this business from Mr. So and so, which are his brothers. So basically, his brother sold the business to another person. So he said as he had it, he was very, very depressed. Even the business owner even told him that they like the setup of this business. That does he still have any equipment, like up-to-date equipment that they can invest in the business? He's ready to buy it. So anyway, the man he left. He said, I'm sorry, no. So he left. Then he called his brothers who used to manage the business for him. He said, I've just got to the business. And, I'm sorry, I'm mixing that up. He was unable to speak to his brothers while he was in Mali. Obviously, probably they changed their number, or maybe they realized it was his number and they realized that it was the one calling, so they did not pick the phone up. Then he called his dad. His mom is dead, so he called his dad, and the dad told him, and I don't want to forget this. Do you know that his dad was also part of the conspirators who sold his business? His dad was part of. Then his dad told him that the business is sold and your brothers are no longer living in Mali. They've traveled out of Mali, probably to some other African countries, because they know the brother is here now, isn't it? There's going to be wahala. So they travel out. They ran off. Anyway, they become a refugee or fugitive. Now fugitive. So they don't come out. So this guy was so depressed. He said that day, when he found out that his brother has sold the business, he can no longer stay in Mali because he had no money to finance anything, to buy a new business at that particular time, because he wasn't expecting that. He was so depressed. So, in fact, he had half stroke, if you understand what that means. He was unable to walk properly. You understand? Due to the depression that he's having, he was unable to move around. So he knew that he must travel back because his wife and children are based in the UK. Then he knew that he's going to be sick if he doesn't travel out of Mali. So he caught the next flight, came back to England. And when he was in England, that's when his problem started again, or resurfaced, if you want me to use that language, resurfaced. He had stroke. No, first, before he had stroke, he couldn't walk properly. Then he went to the hospital. When he was traveling, he was assisted. He couldn't walk like a proper, normal, fit man or black taxi driver. Black taxi driver, they come out of their taxi sometimes, they help their passenger to enter the car or open the car, whichever, or carry their luggage and put it at the back. But he couldn't do that anymore. So he knew something was going wrong. So he went to the hospital. And at the hospital, they couldn't see anything wrong with him. They did not even see any sign of stroke or anything. Anyway, so that's how his life became deteriorated. Then he realized that the point I want to drag out of this topic is, whatever happens to you in life, you must always come back. Does that make sense? Always come back. Make a comeback. Make a U-turn. You can start all over again. It's not the end of your life. It's not the end of your life. But now, to God be the glory. Let's hear some music, if I can play this music. Let's check the speaker. So whatever happens in your life, there's always a way out. You understand? Okay, the speaker is not on, unfortunately. Speaker is not on. Let's see. Yeah, the speaker is now on. It's working now with the speakers. So, as I was saying, whatever happened in your life, there's always a way out. You always have a second chance. Think about second chance. So my advice for this young man is down to you. What do you think he should do? What happened next? He's got no business now because his brothers ruined his life. They even wanted to kill him with juju. You don't know. But to God be the glory. He came out. He's still driving Uber now, which wasn't his first choice anyway. He was meant to be he was a taxi driver, black taxi driver. That's where the money is. Now he's doing Uber. Okay? Now he's doing Uber. What should he do? You've heard the story. The ball is in your court. What should he do? What should he do? Have you experienced that in your life? Has that ever happened to you? What should he do? A Malian who invested his life-based savings in business put his brothers to manage the business for him in Mali while he's based here. What did he do wrong? Was there anything wrong in you, in him as a Malian, having his business in Mali and living in the UK? The brothers in Mali failed him. They run down his business and they wanted to kill him. But to God be the glory, he did not die. But obviously, he lost some money. He is having to start all over again now. So, what should he do next? What did he do wrong? Why did this happen to him? Should he have got somebody else to look after that business, or did he do the right thing? But obviously, turned out to be the wrong thing. The ball is in your court. This is where I'm going to end the program now. Now the ball is in your court. He's going to read this, and everybody put in your input, sensible input. It's always good to be sensible. It's good to be reasonable. You understand? Thank you very much for listening. So, we don't want to play too much music, because when you start playing too much music now, then you have the FCC. Don't be FCC. Don't be FCC, but you know what I mean. Then you have the copyright against you, which I don't want that down. Which we don't want that to happen. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go now. Thank you, everyone. So it's time to switch off all the cameras. What should my man do? Give us your own honest advice or opinion if you like. So I'm shutting down I'm shutting down. Okay. I'm shutting down the Instagram and I'm titling it a man. No. Let me put a Malian invested. No. Based. Let me rewrite it. A UK based. UK based Malian invested is hard and hard and income on a car wash business. Car wash business in Mali. Mali. Comment. Needed on people's courts. You no go past that. We don't try. We don't do our own. We don't come out our own eyes. Olúwa ló ṣọlá. Olúwa ló ní glory. I'm telling you. Glory be to God. Glory.